Imagine a molecule sitting inside every single cell of your body right now. It powers your energy. It repairs your DNA. It keeps your metabolism running. Now imagine that after the age of 50, your body has already lost more than half of it. That's not a metaphor, that's biology. Scientists call it NAD+, and in the last 5 years, it has become one of the most studied molecules in aging research. Because here's what researchers are finding. The decline of NAD+ doesn't just make you feel tired. It may be one of the central drivers of how we age at the cellular level. So in this video, we're going to break down what NAD+ actually is, why it disappears after 50, and 6 science-backed strategies you can start using today to support your levels. If you're over 50, or someone you love is, stay with me. This one matters. Let's start with the basics. NAD+ stands for Nicotinamide Adenine Dinucleotide. Don't worry about the name. What matters is what it does. NAD+ is a molecule found in every living cell of your body, and it does 4 major things. 1. It powers your cells. Your cells need energy to do everything. Breathe, think, move, heal. NAD+ is a key part of that energy-making process. Without it, your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, can't function properly. 2. It repairs your DNA. Every single day, your DNA gets damaged. From sunlight, from stress, from normal metabolic activity. NAD+ activates special proteins called PARP enzymes that go in and repair that damage. When NAD+ runs low, that repair process slows down. 3. It regulates your metabolism. NAD+ plays a central role in how your body processes food, regulates blood sugar, and burns fat. When levels drop, metabolism slows, which is one reason why maintaining a healthy weight becomes harder after 50. 4. It activates your longevity pathways. Here's where it gets really fascinating. NAD+ activates a family of proteins called Sirtuins. Sirtuins are sometimes called longevity genes because they regulate aging, inflammation, stress resistance, and even how your genes express themselves. A 2021 review published in Nature Aging described NAD+ as a master regulator of aging biology, and the research keeps building. The problem? After 50, your NAD+ levels are in free fall. So why does this happen? Why does your body stop maintaining NAD+ levels as you get older? There are 4 main reasons, and they all compound each other. Reason number 1, your mitochondria are declining. Mitochondria don't just use NAD+, they help recycle it. As we age, mitochondria become less efficient. They accumulate damage. They reduce in number. The result? Your cells lose both the ability to make energy and to recycle the molecule that fuels it. A 2023 study in Nature Metabolism found that mitochondrial dysfunction accelerates NAD+ depletion in aging tissues, creating a vicious cycle that gets worse over time. Reason number 2, chronic inflammation is draining your NAD+. Here's one most people don't know about. As we age, our immune system enters a state of low-grade chronic inflammation. Scientists call it inflammaging, and that inflammation activates a specific enzyme called CD38. CD38 is an NAD-consuming enzyme, and it becomes increasingly active with age. A 2020 study in Cell Metabolism showed that CD38 activity rises significantly in older tissues and is one of the primary drivers of age-related NAD+ decline. Reason number 3, you're making less of it. Your body produces NAD+ through several biological pathways. One of the most important is called the salvage pathway, where your cells recycle used NAD+ to make more. But as we age, key enzymes in this pathway slow down. The result? your body's NAD plus factory gets less and less efficient. Reason number 4. Your lifestyle is accelerating the loss. Poor sleep, lack of exercise, a high-sugar diet, chronic stress, all of these increase the demand on NAD+. Your cells need more of it to handle the repair and recovery load. And if supply is already falling with age, these lifestyle factors push levels even lower. The bottom line? By the time you're in your 60s, NAD+ levels may be 50 to 80% lower than when you were 20. And researchers believe that decline is directly connected to fatigue, cognitive changes, slower healing, and increased disease risk. Now, and this is the important part, the decline of NAD+ is not inevitable. There is real peer-reviewed science on ways to slow the drop and support healthier levels. Here are 6 strategies, starting with the ones you can do today for free. Strategy number 1. Exercise, especially resistance training. This one is foundational. Exercise is one of the most powerful stimulators of NAD+ production in the body. When you work your muscles, they demand more energy, and your cells respond by ramping up NAD+ synthesis. A 2022 study in Cell Reports Medicine found that regular aerobic and resistance exercise significantly increased NAD+ levels in older adults and improved mitochondrial function along with it. What to do? Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate movement per week. Include 2 to 3 strength training sessions, even bodyweight exercises count. Walk more. Take the stairs. Your cells are paying attention. Strategy number 2. Intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. When you eat matters, maybe as much as what you eat. Periods of fasting activate a cellular cleaning process called autophagy, and they also trigger NAD+ production. Why? Because fasting lowers insulin levels, which activates AMPK, an enzyme that signals cells to produce more NAD+. Research published in Cell Metabolism in 2020 showed that caloric restriction increased NAD+ levels and extended healthy lifespan in animal models, and human trials are increasingly supporting similar pathways. What to do? Try a 12 to 16-hour overnight fast for most people. This just means finishing dinner by 7 p.m. and not eating breakfast until 8 or 9 a.m. Even a 12-hour eating window has measurable benefits. Start gentle. Your body will adapt. Strategy number 3. Prioritize deep sleep. Sleep is when your body does its most important repair work, and that repair work runs on NAD+. Your circadian rhythm, your internal biological clock, directly regulates NAD+ production. When sleep is disrupted or shortened, the enzymes responsible for making NAD+ fall out of sync. A 2021 study in the journal Science found that disrupting circadian rhythms caused significant drops in NAD+ levels in multiple tissues, and that restoring normal sleep patterns helped reverse this. What to do? Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Keep a consistent wake time, even on weekends. Reduce blue light exposure in the evening. A dark, cool room is one of the most underrated health interventions for adults over 50. Strategy number 4. NAD plus precursor supplements, NR and NMN. This is the area getting the most attention in longevity research right now. NR, nicotinamide riboside, and NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, are forms of vitamin B3 that your body can convert directly into NAD+. They are the most studied supplements for raising NAD+ levels in humans. A 2022 randomized controlled trial published in Nature Aging found that NMN supplementation raised blood NAD+ levels significantly in older adults and showed improvements in muscle function and metabolism. A similar study with NR, published in Nature Communications, found comparable results in raising NAD+ levels safely in adults over 55. Important note, The research is promising, but it's still emerging. These supplements are generally considered safe, but always speak with your doctor before starting, especially if you're on medications or have existing health conditions. What to do? If you're considering supplementation, look for reputable brands with third-party testing. Common research doses range from 250 milligrams to 500 milligrams per day. Don't rely on supplements alone. Lifestyle changes are the foundation. Strategy number 5, reduce chronic inflammation. Remember CD38, the enzyme that consumes NAD+ as inflammation rises? The key to protecting your NAD+ from this pathway is reducing the inflammation driving it. That means an anti-inflammatory diet, rich in leafy greens, oily fish, berries, and olive oil. Limiting ultra-processed foods, refined sugars, and alcohol. Managing chronic stress because cortisol, the stress hormone, is itself inflammatory. A compound worth knowing, apigenin, found in parsley, chamomile tea, and celery, has been shown in preclinical research to inhibit CD38 activity, potentially protecting NAD+ levels. This is early research, but it's one reason to keep eating your greens. Strategy number 6, support metabolic health and insulin sensitivity. High blood sugar and insulin resistance accelerate NAD+ consumption. When your cells are constantly managing glucose spikes, they burn through NAD+ rapidly to handle the metabolic stress. A 2023 study in Aging Cell found that adults with better insulin sensitivity had significantly higher NAD+ levels than those with metabolic dysfunction, even when comparing people of the same age. What to do? Reduce refined carbohydrates and added sugars. Eat fiber-rich foods. They slow glucose absorption. Move after meals. Even a 10-minute walk significantly reduces blood sugar spikes. Prioritize protein at every meal to support muscle mass, which is your body's primary glucose disposal system. So what does all of this look like in real life? Here's a simple daily framework you can actually use. Starting tomorrow. Morning. Wake at a consistent time, even on weekends. Get outside or near natural light within 30 minutes of waking. Delay your first meal by 1 to 2 hours if possible. This extends your overnight fast. Start with protein, eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein shake. During the day, move at least 30 minutes of walking. Eat mostly whole, anti-inflammatory foods, vegetables, quality protein, healthy fats, fiber. Limit processed snacks and sugar-sweetened drinks. Take a short walk after lunch. It works. Evening. Finish eating 2 to 3 hours before bed. Reduce screen time and bright lights after 9 p.m. Wind down with something calm. Reading, stretching, gentle breathing. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Weekly. 2 to 3 strength training sessions. Doesn't have to be the gym. 1 longer walk or low-intensity cardio session. Review how you're eating and sleeping. Small adjustments compound over time. This isn't a perfect program, it's a direction. And direction, done consistently, is how cellular health is built. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Aging isn't just about the years going by. It's about what's happening inside your cells. NAD+ is one piece of that picture. And the science is telling us something remarkable. We are not passive passengers in the aging process. The choices you make, how you move, how you eat, how you sleep, how you manage stress, they send real biological signals to your cells. Signals that can slow the decline. Signals that can support repair. Signals that say, we're not done yet. You don't need to do everything at once. Pick one thing from this video, just one, and start there. Walk after dinner tonight. Go to bed 30 minutes earlier. Add some salmon and spinach to your shopping list. Small steps, consistent direction. That's how you support your biology after 50. And that's where the science is pointing us. If this video gave you something useful, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. Subscribe if you haven't already. We cover aging science, nutrition, and longevity every week in plain English. And drop a comment below. What's the one change you're going to make this week? I read every comment.